Hello everybody, welcome back to Cannonball Cottage. Today we're just going to do a little bit of a demo on how to make sage and onion stuffing. In the pan we have 100 grams of unsalted butter. We have a cup of celery. We have just over a cup of onions, both diced very small. We have 10 grams of sage. We have just a dessert spoonful of fresh parsley. We have half a teaspoon of salt and half a teaspoon of black pepper. I've only put half a teaspoon of salt in because I'm putting some stock, chicken stock, and the stock can be a little bit on the salty side. We have also an egg to bind, and we have 200 grams of breadcrumbs that I've made. It's what I did is I toasted the bread and then used the processor just to grind it all up. So okay, we'll start by placing the onions into the pan and also the celery. Sweat these down. You don't want to over brown these, you just want them sweated down so they become a little bit translucent, because bear in mind, once this mixture's all made, we're going to place it into a tin. I'm going to put it into a bread tin actually, and then just bake it off at about 185 degrees for 30 minutes. So you're going to get some cooking time on these onions anyway. So let's turn my pan around so I can hold the handle. So I'm going to put the sage in. I'm going to put the parsley in, and we're going to put the salt and pepper in. I'll just move these dishes out of the way. And of course we've also got this stock to go in. I'm just gonna, while that's cooking down, I'm just gonna make sure we have some water in the kettle, because we'll be needing some boiling water to go into the mixture. Go into the mixture once it's in the bowl, once we're mixing it up. So it smells good. Smells good. You can use fresh sage should you wish, but I've chosen to go with dried. I've got some fresh parsley. I have actually got some fresh sage in the garden, but I wasn't sure whether to take it because it seems to be struggling to grow, and I didn't want to alter the growth of the plant that we've got. But anyway, I'm now going to put in the stock. This is just basic chicken stock. That wasn't a cube, we've got quite a big tub of it, you know, sort of this Knorr chicken stock. I've used about a teaspoon, but if you haven't got that kind of size, you can use the cubes, can't you, the chicken cubes. So there you go. I'm just going to add a wee bit of water into that, because I'm just going to put the lid, there you go, just going to put the lid onto there so that it creates a little bit of steam. I now need this egg. I'm actually going to put this egg in the breadcrumbs now and get that out of the way. That can be moved. Okay. what I will do is I'll start by mixing that egg into getting it in there so that it's spread between. This egg just binds the mixture all together. There you go. I'll just take a look at how these onions. Oh yeah, look at that, it's coming on really well. And of course, the amount of butter that's in here also helps to moisten these breadcrumbs up. So it's not stale bread, it's just ordinary bread that you may well have around the house. And it's not a good idea to use the stale bread. It gives the stuffing a little bit of a taste to it that isn't very pleasant. But anyway, right, I think we're far enough on with that. You could take it down a little bit further, but I think that's going to be enough. I'll just get rid of the lid. So now, off we proceed to pour in the onions and sage and parsley and the seasonings, the salt and pepper. So now just mix that together. Just mix it. The amount of sage that you need is about 1.5% to the weight of breadcrumbs. And that's the method I've used. Hopefully I got the mathematics right. There you go. Now you can see that's still a bit on the dry side, because when it goes into the oven it dries out anyway. I'll just get the kettle to add a little bit more water. So what we'll do is just add a little bit more water. Now this kettle's just come to the boil. Just be careful how much water you do put in. We don't want it running so that it's very runny. You just need to get it moist, because as I've said, what happens is in the oven when you bake it off, it obviously dries it out. So you don't want the stuffing to be. You want it to be moist and you know, holding together, and you don't want it to be dry and crumbling all over the place. So this is a trial and error bit with this adding this boiling water, and it's for you to decide how much you think that you need. I would certainly say it's a cupful anyway. And we're almost there actually. I'm just going to put a wee bit more just to finish it off. And there you go. There's my bread tin. And, this is. I've decided to do this because we're actually having a pork roast today for our Sunday lunch, and I thought I'd make some stuffing to go with the pork. I mean, this is perfect obviously to go with any kind of poultry, to stuff the chicken or stuff a turkey. And of course, by putting the egg in it, when you actually do stuff the poultry, it holds together. So that's about it really. What we're going to do now is pour it into this bread this bread tin just to there we go. Let's get the rest of this out. Just get the rest out there, look. It's a little bit on the pasty side, as you can probably see, and that's exactly what you want. You want it to be. Then just finish it off like so. And there you go, that's the finished article, ready for the oven. Apart from one thing, which I'm not about to do, because what I do with this now is dot some butter on the top and then place it in the oven at about 180, 185 for 30 minutes. And there you have sage and onion stuffing. What I'll show you now is, as the saying goes, here's one I made earlier, and there it is. And I'll just spoon some out just to show you what it actually looks like. And there it is. You have sage and onion stuffing, just like so. And I'll just give it a little bit of a taste, see if we've got the measurements right, see what it's like. Yep, absolutely perfect. There's not a lot you can say about sage and onion stuffing, is there? It's bread seasoning with sage, and that's about all. So, once again, hope you've enjoyed that little demonstration here in Cannonball Cottage in the afternoon. Thanks for watching. Please give us a thumbs up, give it a share, subscribe to our channel if you haven't already done so. Click on the bell icon to get notifications of further videos that we do, and see you all again soon. Cheers.